Alright, Shalom, Israel, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to the Most High, Yahweh, and name His Son, Yahweh Shai. You know, this is a very, this is a topic not spoke on. It's very spoke on. It ain't spoke on. People don't speak against this topic. They don't finna speak on people. People be trying to agree with this topic, make it seem normal. And this topic is going into Salaki. I might get a cold. But this Salaki is going into interracial marriage. That's just the agenda that America's trying to push. America trying to push interracial marriage as well as homosexuality. Those are two big agendas. The two big agendas that they're trying to push on the black community: interracial marriage and homosexuality. Me growing up, I didn't see this. A black dad and a white mom really on televisions. I already seen a black dad and a black mom, or a white dad and a white mom. I never seen really interracial marriages. They started pushing it. They just now starting to push this interracial marriage thing. Now you see it a lot on movies now. You see it a lot on commercials now. You see it a lot in person now with your two eyes. When you walking down the street, you just see it. It's like they normalize this thing. They tell you love is love. Color doesn't matter. God don't care who you date, long as y'all love each other. But that's not in the Bible though. Do the Bible tell you that? Do the Bible is the? I'm going to tell you that if America pushing something, it's against the Bible. Period. Anything that America push heavy in the media is against the Bible, because America want to keep the Israelites in sin. If the Israelites are in sin, if the Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, which are the Israelites, if we are in sin, they stay ruling. Because all through the Bible, when Israel sinned, the Most High allowed these other nations to come in and put us in slavery and rule over us, right? But when we was in power, when we was keeping the commandments, the other nations couldn't touch us. So these other nations want to keep us in sin by pushing these agendas like interracial marriage, homosexuality. They putting pork in everything, stuff I didn't even know had pork in it, got pork in it. They pushing all this stuff to keep us in sin. So you have to understand it's an agenda that they trying to push, because they know the black man, the black woman are powerful together. It's nothing more powerful than that. The black man and the black woman, when they together, married, strong family, strong kids, they know there's nothing more powerful than that. So they trying to weaken our nation by getting they people, cause they know they people weak. These elites know they people are weak, the weakest race ever. So they trying to push they people on our people, making it thinking it's okay. Matter of fact, I've seen this sister at the mall, right? This how messed up our people is in the head. Me and my aunt was out there passing out flyers at the mall. So I seen this sister. She was around all these Edomites. So I'm like in my head like, oh yeah, no, this ain't finna rock. I gotta give my sister a flyer, cause she know she in a sunken place right now. She gotta be. She don't know who she is. She with all these Edomites, So I'm walking to her. I'm like, sister, I can give you a flyer. She pointed at the dude. She pointed at the dude. I guess it was her. I'm getting to it. She pointed at the white dude beside her, and I'm like, nah, sister, this for you. And she pointed at her. He had proposed to her. She pointed her finger like this, like smiling. She's happy. She pointed at her finger like this. So in her head, she's just happy that she got a white dude, because that's how the media portray, like, if you got a white man, oh. Even your family. She said a brother bring a white female to a cookout. He gonna have that drunk uncle. It's that you got that one drunk uncle at the cookout. He gonna come to him, hey nephew. He gonna come whisper in his ear, hey nephew, shake his hand. Hey, you got a white girl. Oh, I see you, nephew. But I see you. But hey, you better keep her. You gonna have the grandma come treating her special. Hey, she gonna come to her about 5 times the whole day. Baby, you need son. Baby, you need son. Let me know if you need son. She gonna come back again. You sure you don't need son? She might cook her a plate, a to-go plate. She might give her a hug, a kiss. She gonna give her nephew a hug. Hey baby, you gotta keep her. Other way around, you know, you have a sister date a white dude. You know, her friends gonna come. Oh, you got you a white man. Oh, you got a white man. He got that money. He got that good credit. That's what our people think. So when that sister put her hand up, she wasn't thinking. When she showed me her ring, she wasn't thinking about slavery. She wasn't thinking about all the stuff her great grandma had to go. Great grandma went through during slavery. When the same white man that you with, you know, probably raped your grandma in the back then in slavery. You with the same man that had your people in slavery. She not think about that though. But she think about this man, you know, she with a white man. Oh, I'm with a white man. I got a white dude. I got a white man. He got all the money. He got the credit. He buying me everything. Yeah, he got all this stuff for me. She thinking about that. But she not thinking about the other stuff with her people going through, still out to this day getting shot down in the police by his people. Still getting hung in 2020 by his people. People not thinking about that. She not thinking about that. They're not even coming through her head. Only thing she thinking about, she with him. That's why people don't. That's why America got to be destroyed. It's like it. America got to be destroyed because they tricking. They got our people thinking it's okay, but really they say sin according to the Bible. My phone finna die. Dang, man. Let me get through this video though. But yeah, America got our people brainwashed, and also. These other nations can't understand you. Period. I say this all the time because it's facts. These other nations cannot understand you. It's a lie. My phone finna die. Hold on. I'm gonna start back. Alright, Shalaki, we back. Hey, turn y'all phone. Y'all had to turn y'all phones because I had to let my phone on charge and it wasn't gonna be able to reach up there. So that's why my camera sideways. So y'all might gotta turn y'all phones. So what I was going into oh yeah, these other nations ain't gonna be able to understand you like an Israelite woman, like a so-called black and Hispanic. They're not gonna be able to understand you. Just say I did a so-called white woman. And brother, if y'all haven't seen Get Out, y'all need to watch Get Out. Get Out came out like 2017. Get Out is a real movie. It ain't no scary movie, brothers and sisters. So stop watching Get Out like it's a scary movie. It's not a scary movie. You know, it's real. It's real from the beginning to the end. How Rose, that white girl that he with, she was getting all those black people, all that stuff. We are powerful. We are powerful people. You have to understand that. So this year I'm driving, right? I'm by myself. I get pulled over by the police. I get racially profiled. I get pulled out my car and get beat up. Boom. I go back to my home. I tell my white wife, honey, I just had a I ain't gonna say honey, but baby, I just got beat up by the police. She not gonna understand, cause she not gonna understand because she ain't gonna never have to go through that. Her people never went through that, so she's not gonna understand where I'm coming from. She might try to act like she understand, but she not gonna understand because a lot of white people don't believe racism exists. I watched the whole video on this brother going. This brother got a white female. He going into that his female don't even. She had delusional about racism. Like she act like it ain't even there. So like my nose running, it's like 40 out here. All praise to the most time out here. So if y'all see me doing this and rub my nose, kind of cold out here. But most white people act like racism don't exist. Like it don't. They act like it don't exist. So if you tell your white woman, she might try to annoy you. Oh baby, baby, you okay? Yo, you okay? What you want to eat? Baby, let's go out to eat. Baby, let's watch Netflix. She gonna act like everything okay, like you just didn't get your ass whipped by the police. But if you have an Israelite sister, a black, Hispanic, and Native American, cause we the Israelites, we go through the same thing. Same thing. So, you get beat up by the police, you go back to your Israelite woman, so-called black woman, you know, she gonna understand. She gonna feel it in her soul. It's a soul thing. Because she understand, like, we go through this all the time. She gonna feel your pain with you. This Edomite ain't gonna be able to feel your pain. She not gonna feel your pain. This Edomite is not gonna feel your pain, bro. Because her people did it to you. So she don't really care. You feel what I'm saying? But, hey, it's like it. But but your Israelite sister gonna be able to understand. Your black woman gonna be able to understand you. Your Hispanic woman gonna be able to understand you because we all go through the same thing in this country. So she gonna already understand. She gonna give you a big hug. She gonna hold you tight. She might cry with you. Ask if you okay. Do you need anything? She gonna talk to you all night, trying to make you feel better. These other nations can't do that Cause they can't understand you. They don't understand you. You think these other nations can't dress with you, bro? These other nations, they don't understand why you dress the way you dress. They don't understand how you can cook the way you cook, how fast you is, how strong you is. So how they gonna be able to understand you through a situation like this? They can't. They try to figure you out every day. They can't understand you, bro. So that's why the Most High tell us we shouldn't be with these other nations. Cause we season our food. We like to season our food. They don't like to season our food. You know what I'm saying? We can cook, they can't cook. We can dress, they can't dress. We can rap, they can't rap. We fast, they not fast. Bro, we don't go together. Let me get this. This is why the Most High tell us to be with our people. This is Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. So he chose us, the Israelites, to be above the Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. He chose us to be above all these people upon the face of the earth. And this is Deuteronomy 7:6. He was talking to the Israelites when he said this. We were chosen to be above all these people upon the face of the earth. So why would you were chosen, you being chosen, why would you choose to be with a lower group of people? You don't believe me? Let's get this. 2nd Ezra 6:54-56. Let's see how the Most High feel about the other nations. This is 54. And after these Adam also whom thou made the Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. So yes, all of us come from Adam. It don't matter what race you is. Yes, all of us come from Adam. I'm not denying that. But it said even his chosen people. So he has a chosen people that also come from Adam. As this have spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou made the world for our sakes. As for the other people, now he finna explain to you how he feel about the other people that are not Israelites. He finna tell you how he feel about the white people, the East Indians, the Africans, the Arabs, the Chinese, the Japanese, the Germans, all these people. He finna tell you how he feel about it. As for the other people, which also comes of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. So he said these other nations are like spittle to him. You know what spittle is? Spittle is spit. It said if I'm talking to you and a little spit fly out my mouth. That's how he say he feel about these other nations. And he said, and likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. So he said they are like a drop that falleth from a vessel. So this say I got a pan of water, right? I got a pan of water. And a little bit of drop of water fall out that pan of water. Am I gonna be like, oh no, I just dropped a little bit of drop of my? Am I gonna be like, oh, I just dropped some water out my pan? Am I gonna be like that? Or am I gonna be like, oh, it's just a little bit of water. I got a lot more right here in my hand. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going, right? Because I'm not worried about that little bit of drop of water. I got plenty of it. But he's saying these other nations are like that drop of water that falls that nobody cares about. So that's why the Most High tell you not to be with none of these nations. Because it's always trouble. Look at Samson. Look at Samson. Look at King Solomon. I'm going to get him too. I'm going to get into him. Look at King Solomon. Brothers be out here risking their lives for interracial marriages. Brothers be getting killed. You know, it's a bro, you risking your life in an interracial marriage. Because you're going to have somebody in that family, the girl family might act like they like you, which they don't. But it's going to be somebody, that uncle that you barely see, that's going to see you. He not going to like you. He might hang you. He might shoot you. So it's a risk, even when you out in public. It's a risk because you don't know who trying to kill you. Because people are not gonna like that. You know, so you don't know who trying to kill you. You know who watching you. You know I don't understand how people can do that. What your people, all the stuff your people went through, you gonna get with the nation that put your people in slavery. All the other nations, the transatlantic slave trade, all these people had your people in slavery, bro. All these people had your people in slavery. So for you to do that, it's like you training you train on your people. But I'm going to put this out here too, because America don't tell you this. When you alright, when I just say I'm me. So I'm a so-called black man from the tribe of Judah. Just say I end up dating an Ephraimite, a Puerto Rican female from the tribe, Puerto Rican from the tribe of Ephraim. That wouldn't be interracial marriage, because we're the same people. We're the same people. That would not be interracial marriage if a Puerto Rican want to get with a Mexican. A Jamaican want to get with a Cuban, Who else? Guatemalan want to get with a Levite or a Benjamite, they will not be interracial marriage because we the same people. This what they don't teach us in history class. They don't teach us that all of us, the blacks and Hispanics, was on slave ships. We just got sent to different places. That's why we got the same features with the big lips. You know, we got the same skin color. That's why we got the same features. You know, some Latinos have woolly hair like us, afros, all that. They look just like us, bro. But only difference is they talk Spanish. But America don't teach you that Latinos also went on slave ships because they don't want us to know we the same people. Cause when we find out we the same people, we are powerful, bro. We'll beat the Avengers. We find out who we are. We'll beat the Avengers, Iron Man, all that stuff that y'all like to watch. We'll be more powerful than them. Cause we got the living God on our side. We'll know that. But they only teach us that we went into slavery, but they don't teach us about our Hispanic brothers and sisters that went into slavery. That's why we don't think we're the same people. If we knew that we went into slavery together, we'll understand, wow, we went into slavery together. That means we're the same people. But they don't want to tell us that, though. They don't want to tell us that. They want to separate us, act like we the only ones that went into slavery. So it wouldn't be interracial marriage if you marry a black, Hispanic, or Native American. We are in the same nation. We both Israelites. You know, we just from different tribes. We both go through the same thing in America. We both in the slums and the ghettos. It's hard for us to get jobs. We get racially profiled, called all type of bywords. We the same people, so that wouldn't be interracial marriage. But if you get out here and go out with a Chinese woman, a Japanese, an East Indian, a white woman, or a white man, whatever, vice versa, it's interracial marriage, so-called interracial marriage in America. That's what they call it, interracial marriage, and that'd be a sin according to the Bible. You that can cause you to get destroyed. That's why America pushes so hard. So let me go ahead and get some scriptures. This is Deuteronomy 7:2-3. It says, "And when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them." So why is the Most High, if the Most High say love is love, if the Most High loves everybody, why is he telling us, he talked to the Israelites, why is he telling us when these other nations come to us, we shall smite them and destroy them? Is he love, if he love everybody though, if he don't care about his chosen people getting with these other nations, why is he telling us in the Bible to destroy these other nations and smite them when we capture them? And it says, "Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy unto them." He's saying not even show mercy unto them. That's how you feel about these other nations, bro. "Neither shall thou make marriages with them. Thy daughters thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shall thou take unto thy son." So he said we can't even make marriages with these other nations. We can't give our sons to their daughters, or we can't give our daughters to their sons, because we gotta understand we are royalty. That's like us giving our kids to crap, allowing our kids to marry crap, because the Most High just said they like spit to him. So it's like when we get with the other nations, we leveling down. You know what I'm saying? We leveling down. That's why he's telling you not to do this. He don't care about the other nations. And also, the brothers kind of get a slide on this. Hey, my phone ain't charging? It's like it. What? Hold up, so like, let me make sure my phone charging. Alright, we back. Satan trying to take away the word because I already did a video on this earlier today, but it got deleted. So Satan do not want me to make this video. This is how powerful this video is. He's trying to stop me, but hey, Lord willing, through the Spirit, we're gonna keep going. But what I was going into, I was saying that women, brothers gotta get a pass on this, a little bit, but sisters can't, because I'm going to tell you according to the Bible. Let me read this. This is the book of Numbers 1-18, and it says, "And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigree after their families by the house of their fathers according to the numbers of the names from 20 years old and upward by their polls." Because it's nothing new under the sun. Back then you had interracial marriages. Israel trying to mess with the other nations. You know, they might have had it might have been a baby involved. You know, she might have got pregnant, but if the brother was an Israelite, it just said Numbers 1:18. Numbers 1:18 tells you are what your father is. Cause you gotta understand, the father carries the seed. So he planted the seed into the woman, so that whatever the father is, that's what the child gonna be. Because it really no such thing as mixed. America tell you that you mix. There's no such thing as mixed. You are what your father is. Just like you have an apple, you plant an apple seed, what's gonna grow an apple tree, right? Just like with us, we plant the seed into the woman, so whatever it is, whatever the child, whatever we is, you feel what I'm saying? So if a brother if a brother have a baby with a white woman, they child still saved, even though they're not supposed to do that. But if he do, the child still Israelite because of the father. But if a white or one of the other nations, I'm gonna use a white man. If a white man have a baby with one of our sisters, the child is gonna be an Edomite, and it's not gonna make it. It's gonna be an Edomite. So that way, sisters, the interracial marriage can get y'all, bro. It can cost your baby life. Because if you have a baby with this white man, it's not mixed. It's not you, sisters. It's that Edomite, that white man. He'll get all his traits. That demon that they is gonna be within your child. He's not gonna make it. You feel what I'm saying? So you have to watch that. That's why he don't want us mingling with all the other nations. And the other nations will get us to turn our hearts away from the Most High. And I'm gonna get at what happened to King Solomon. But Deuteronomy 7:2-3 tells you that we can't make marriages with them. So why is America allowing us to make marriages with the other nations? Why is not illegal for us? Why is interracial marriage not illegal? If the Bible just said that we can't make marriages with them. Because America against the Bible. Let me get Genesis 28:1-2. And Isaac called Jacob and blessed him and charged him and said unto him, Thou shalt take a wife of the daughter of Canaan. Arise, go to Pandanarian, to the house of Bethel, thy mother. Oh, Slakia. My bad. And Isaac called Jacob and blessed him and charged him and said unto him, Thou shalt not. I don't know if I said that just then. Thou shalt not take a wife of the daughters of Canaan. Arise, go to Padaniram, to the house of Bethel, thy mother's father, and take thee a wife from thence of the daughters of Laban, thy mother's brother. So he said he didn't even want us to he didn't want us to take a wife from the seed line of Canaan, which are the other. That's one of the African tribes. He didn't want us to take no wife from them. He didn't want Jacob to take a wife from the Canaanites. He wanted him to get with his people. Why is that? Because he already knew what's up. They can turn your heart away. He already knew how these other nations is. He already knew how the Most High feel about these other nations. So he didn't want his son to get one of the other nations. But our people don't look at it like that now. Because America got our people so messed up in the head. Let me get Ezra 9. Let's see how Ezra feel about interracial marriage. Let's see how you feel about it. I got the book of Ezra chapter 9. Finna get into it. And it says, Now when these things were done, the princes came to me, saying, The people of Israel and the priests and the Levites have not separated themselves from the people of the lands, doing according to their abominations, even of the Canaanites, the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites, the Ammonites, the Moabites, the Egyptians, and the Amorites. For they have taken of their daughters for themselves and for their sons, so that the Holy See have mingled themselves with the people of those lands. So our people was out here doing interracial marriage with all these different nations. And notice it said, for they have taken of their daughter for themselves and for their sons. So that the holy seed have mingled themselves with the people of those lands. So he called our seed holy. Our holy seed mingled with the people of the land, because we're not supposed to be, they nothing to us, bruh. That's why he called our seed holy. Our seed is holy. That's why all the other nations want to be with us. It ain't no love thing. It's not no love thing. Because we don't have nothing in common with the other nations. We can't get in no deep conversation with the other nations about this world. You know what I'm saying? Because they people the one that do it. They people the reason why we having a deep conversation about this world. Because they people done messed it up. So we can't really get in no deep conversation with these people. We don't have nothing in common with these people. We the complete opposite of these people. But that's why I said our seed is special. It said the holy seed. We are a holy seed. Our seed is holy. That's why we gotta watch who we plant. We can't plant our seed with these other nations, bro. Cause if we plant our seed with these other nations, it's like you wasting your seed, bro. You wasting it. Cause you give your seed into this worthless dirt. It ain't gonna grow. This muddy dirt. It's like you trying to plant a seed in muddy dirt. It ain't gonna grow. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta plant your seed in healthy soil, which is a woman within the same nation as you. It's your seed line, your children gonna grow up to be strong, cause that seed of your seed, which is holy. And it says, the hand of the princes and rulers have been chief in this trespass. See if it's skilled arts like it. And when I heard this thing, I rent my garment. Now this is what Ezra said. When Ezra found out the children of Israel was doing interracial marriage, was Ezra happy? Let's see what Ezra did. And when I heard this thing, I rent my garment and my mantle and plucked off the hair of my head and of my beard and sat down astunned. So when Ezra heard this thing about us planting our holy seed in these other nations, he was mad. He ripped his garment. He was pulling out his hair, his head, out his beard. He was angry because he know that we're not supposed to be with the other nations. He was upset. If it was okay, Ezra would have been like, "Oh, it's alright. I'm gonna let him do it." He would have walked off. But no, he was upset because we planting our holy seed within the other nations. We're not supposed to do that, bruh. I want to keep reading. Then were assembled unto me everyone that trembled at the words of the God of Israel, because of the transgression of those that had been carried away and sat astonished to the evening sacrifice. And at the evening sacrifice I arose from my heaviness, and having rent my garment and my mantle, I fell upon my knees and spread out my hands upon the Lord my God, and said, "Oh my God, I am ashamed and blushed to lift up my face to thee, my God, for our iniquities are increased over our head, and our transgressions grown up unto the heavens." So Ezra was even ashamed. He was ashamed to pray to the Most High because of this. He was ashamed because it's something that we already supposed to know. You are holy people. Why are you trying to get with these people that's nothing to the Most High? Because all through the Bible, the Most High fought for Israel. These other nations came against Israel. He killed them. He utterly destroyed them. So how you think the Most High feel us going with the same people that he be destroying? For us. That hate us. These people hate us, bro. It's perpetual hatred. These people hate us, bro. So you going with these people, in the Most High eyes, it's like you separating from him. Like you don't care about him. Cause you going behind his back trying to get with these other nations. What these other nations got to offer you? Why not get with a sister? Why not get with a sister that look just like you? That can feel what you feel. That can cook. That can clean. Brothers be like, I don't like dark. Brothers be like, they be like, I don't like dark skinned women too, but I'm gonna say black women. They say black women too. They be like, I don't like black women because they too loud. They too angry. They always bossy. They always talking down on black women. But brother, you have a black mother, brother. You have a black grandma, a black auntie. Why are you talking down on your sisters that look just like you? And you going to get with these other nations. Brother think he upgrading. Brother think he got a trophy. But really, he downgrading. Why you think our brothers, I'm telling you, bro, it all got to do with the media. Why you think when our brothers make it big with rapping, the NBA, the NFL, the MLB, they go get them a white woman? They feel like they got a trophy when they go get a white woman. They feel like they accomplished something. Cause how the media got them thinking. But that's off. That's off. They don't understand. They don't know what Ezra said. They don't understand in Deuteronomy 76 what he said. How Israel chosen people. They don't understand this stuff that's in the Bible because they don't read the Bible. They got America drunk in them with the wine of Babylon and got them thinking that interracial marriage is okay. It's not okay, bro. And that's not normal. So I got where I was at. And it says, since the day of our fathers have we been in a great trespass until the day, and for our iniquities have we, our kings and our priests, been delivered into the hand of the kings of the lands, to the sword, to captivity, and to a spoil, and to confusion of face, as it is this day. And now for a little space grace have been showed from the Lord our God to leave us a remnant to escape and to give us a nail to his holy place, that our God may lighten our eyes and give us a little reviving in our bondage. Let me see. I'm gonna skip. Let's see. I'm gonna skip down to I'm gonna skip down to 9 to 10. This is Ezra 9 to 10, and it says, "And now, O our God, what shall we say? What shall we say after this? For we have forgotten, for when we have forsaken thy commandments, which thou hast commanded by the servants, the prophets, saying, the land unto which ye go to possess it is an unclean land with the filthiness of the people of the land." So he calling the people of the land filthy. Like I said before, he don't care about the other nations. He don't care about the other nations. He just called them filthy. He said, with the people of the land to which ye go to possess it is a unclean land with the filthiness of the people of the land. With the people of the land. And it said, with their abominations which have filled it from one end to another with their uncleanness. Now therefore give not your daughters unto their sons, neither take their daughters, neither take their daughters unto your sons, nor seek their peace of their wealth forever, that ye may be strong and eat the good of the land and leave it for an inheritance to your children forever. And after all that is come upon us for our evil deeds and for our great trespasses, seeing that thou, our God, have punished us less than our iniquity deserve, and has given us such deliverance as this. Let me see if I'm gonna keep going. All right. I'm gonna jump to 10 now. I'm gonna jump to Ezra 9 and 10. Let me see. Now when Ezra had prayed and when he had confessed, weeping and casting himself down before the house of God. So Ezra weeping and praying because he know the consequences behind this. He know how the Most High feel about these nations and us going with these other nations. So Ezra is weeping and crying and fasting, trying to pray to the Most High for forgiveness for his people, because he know how the Most High is, bro. The Most High kill you in a heartbeat, put you in slavery in a heartbeat. So Ezra know this stuff. So it say he cast himself down before the house of God. There assembled unto him out of Israel a very great congregation of men and women and children, for the people what very sore. So now the people crying now. And it says, and Shechana, the son of Jehiel, one of the sons of Elam, answered and said unto Israel, we have trespassed against our God and have taken strange women of the people of the land. Yet now there is hope in Israel concerning this thing. Now therefore let us make a covenant with our God to put away all the wives and such as are born of them, according to the counsel of my Lord and of those that tremble of the commandment of our God, and let it be done according to the law. Arise, for this matter belongeth unto thee. We also will be with thee. Be of good courage and do it. Then arose Ezra and made the chief priests, the Levites, and all Israel to swear that they should do according to this word, and they swear. Then Ezra rose up from before the house of God and went into the chamber of Joram, the son of Elishib. And when he came thither, he did not eat no bread nor drink water, for he mourned because of the transgression of them that had been carried away. And they made a proclaiming throughout Judah and Jerusalem to all the children of captivity, that they should gather themselves together unto Jerusalem, and that whosoever would not come within 3 days according to the counsel of the princes and elders, all his substance should be forfeited, and himself separated from the congregation of those that had been carried away. Then all the men of Judah and of Benjamin gathered themselves together into Jerusalem. Within 3 days, it was the 9th month of the 12th day of the month, and all the people sat into the street of the house of God, trembling because of this matter, and for the great rain. And Ezra the priest stood up and said unto them, Ye have transgressions, have taken strange wives to increase the trespass of Israel. Now therefore make confession unto the Lord God of your fathers, and do his pleasure. And separate yourselves from the people of the land and from the strange wives. Then all the congregation answered and said with a loud voice, As thou hast said, so much must be due. But the people are many, and it is a time of much rain, and we are not able to stand without, neither is this a work of 1 day or 2. For we are many that have transgressed in this thing. Let not our rulers of all the congregation stand, and let all them which have taken strange wives in our cities come at appointed times, and with them the elder of every city and the judge thereof, until the fierce wrath of our God for this man to be turned from us. So basically what's going into, they finna put away them strange wives. And there was a lot of people in the land. If you keep reading on to verse 18, it tells you all the people that had strange wives. It was a lot of people in that land that got with those strange wives, and Ezra wasn't down with that. You know, Ezra was upset because he knew how the Most High felt about interracial marriage. So he made them put away their wives. They couldn't be with those people no more. But our people don't know this. Our people get interracial marriage. Oh, love is love. God is okay with this, but God is not okay with that. You feel what I'm saying? He's not okay with that. People don't understand they can get destroyed for this. They don't understand this though. Your pastor not telling you this. You come to church with a white woman, he not gonna read Ezra to y'all, Ezra 9:10 to y'all. He not gonna read Deuteronomy 7:6 telling y'all that y'all are chosen people. He not gonna read Deuteronomy 7:2-3 when he tell you not to make marriage with these people. He not gonna tell you that. He gonna allow you to be in there. That's why we tell y'all to get out of these churches. They gonna get y'all put to death. He not telling you that you can't be in interracial marriages. He not telling you this, bro. You have to understand. You have to read for yourself and get understanding. You cannot be in an interracial marriage because they're gonna turn you away from the Most High. And I'm gonna get to that with King Solomon. So this is Nehemiah 10:30. And that we would not give our daughters unto the people of the land, nor take their daughters for our sons. So it's saying it again. We should not make marriage with these people, nor shall we allow our child to be with the other nations, because that's off. You, like I said before, you giving your child, you are holy people, like chosen people. You princes and princesses. We giving our people to these people that are nothing to the Most High. They are servants. All these people these other nations were made to be servants to the Israelites. Anyway, we just went off. You know, we supposed to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. If we would have kept the laws and commandments from the beginning, we would be ruling right now, and these other nations would be our handmaids and our slaves. That's why they were made in the first place. Why else would they be made? Cause they're not superior to us, and they can't be equal to us. So why else would they be made? They would be made to be below us and to serve us. So we won't have to work. They'll do all the work. But now since we went off as a people, we didn't keep the commandments, he allowed us to come into slavery. He allowed us to work for them instead. You feel what I'm saying? So these other nations were made to be below us and slaves. People, they know that we superior. You know, the science will tell you how our genetic makeup is, how fast we is, how strong we is. They've been trying to figure out how we got so fast, how strong we is forever. There be scientists in the lab doing tests on us. They be up all night trying to figure out, dang, how that nigga so fast? How that nigga so smart? How they can do the things they do? They be up all night thinking about that. They be thinking like, how Samson did what he did? How David slayed all those Philistines? How did David do all that stuff? Because if you didn't know or not, these elites, these higher people, they know that we the Israelites, of course. They know this stuff. They know that we got the same blood that these people in the Bible had. They know that, so they be trying to understand, dang, how these people do what they do. Like, dang, they know we God's chosen people. You know, so us getting with the other nations, that's off. So I got 1 Kings 11 and 1 and 2. But King Solomon loved many, cause you gotta understand, if you didn't know, King Solomon was the wisest man on the earth. He knew everything. He sought out everything. He knew everything, bro. Good and evil, the knowledge of good and evil, he knew everything. He knew why the wind why the wind moved the way it did, all type of stuff. He knew every single thing. It's nothing that he didn't know. But it said, but King Solomon loved strange women. So King Solomon loved the white women. He loved the Chinese women. He loved the Japanese. He loved the East Indian. He loved the Arabs. And I'm finna get that right now. But King Solomon loved many strange women together with the daughter of Pharaoh, which are some African tribes. Which Pharaoh was some African women of the Moabites, the Chinese, the Ammonites, the Japanese, the Edomites, the white women, the Zidanians, they type of Africans, some more Africans, and some Hittites, which are some more Africans. of the nations concerning which the Lord said unto the children of Israel, ye shall not go into them. So he told the children of Israel, he telling them we should not go into them, meaning we should not have sex with them. We should not plant our seed inside them to have a baby. He said that. He said we should not go into them, neither shall they come in unto you. For surely they will turn away your heart after they gods. Solomon clave unto these in love. So he telling us we should not make marriages unto them. We should not make marriage into these nations because they're gonna turn our heart away from them. You cannot be in this truth and have an Edomite wife. Why? Because she you gonna want to keep the feast of dedication and she gonna want to keep Christmas. You can't that way you ain't gonna be able to be with the other nations. You be with a Moabite, a Chinese woman, you go to her house and eat dinner with her family. They pull out a rat. You tell them, hey, I'm not eating that. They're gonna be like, you better eat that. You gonna have a simple J eat the rat because he want to please her family. You thinking she finna pull out some chicken? No, it's rat. And you gonna go outside trying to please the family. You gonna eat a rat because you can't be with the other nations. They gonna turn your heart away from the Most High, bro. They're not gonna. If you gonna try to keep the Bible, Arab, East Indian, they gonna want to read the Quran. You gonna want to read the Bible. They gonna want to read the Quran. You feel what I'm saying? So you're not gonna be able to be in this truth, serve the Most High, and plus be with the other nations because they not chosen. They're not a holy people. You know, so they gonna try to pull you away from the Most High, bro. Cause they not gonna, cause the Bible about you. If they read the Bible and they read that if they would have read that 2 Ezra 54 and 56 about them being like spittle, they're not gonna want to hear that. You gonna want to hear it because you believe in the Bible. They gonna go from believing the Bible, but when you actually break the Bible to them, they not gonna want to believe it because it's gonna be about it's gonna be talking about you being chosen and them being nothing. So they not gonna want to hear that. So it's impossible to be with the other nations and also serve the Most High. They gonna turn your heart away from just like King Solomon. It's like they turn the wisest man in the world heart away from the Most High. So how much more you? With just one strange woman. How much more you? So I got Nehemiah 13 to 26 and 27. Did not Solomon, king of Israel, sin by these things? Yet among many nations was there no king like him, who was beloved at his God. And God made him king over all Israel. Nevertheless, even him did our land. I can't even read my writing. I can't even read my writing. Shall we then, wait, why was it? Nevertheless, even him did outlandish women cause the sin. Shall we cause him to sin? Shall we then hearken to you to do all these great evil, to transgressions against our God and marry strange women? So he's telling you, King Solomon sinned. He sinned. These women got him to sin by following these strange guys. He was following their guys. You know what I'm saying? They set up guys. Because these other nations set up all these type of idols, all these statues, and they had King Solomon following these statues. They took his heart away from the Most High. He went from serving the Most High and following the Most High to following these other guys that these other nations set up. So that's why he don't want us to be with these other nations, bro. So let me get some. I'm finna close out. This is my last scripture. Let me get this real quick, and I'm gonna close out going to this. So you can't be in a race of marriage. It don't care what the world tell you, bro. It don't matter what they tell you. Let's see what the Most High did to these other nations. Cause if you read the Bible, you understand that you're an Israelite, and you understand these other nations try to come at you and try to kill you, put you in slavery, and the Most High fought for you and utterly destroyed these nations. And you turn around and try to be with the same people that the Most High destroyed, or you try to turn around and be with the same people that had your people in slavery. Do segregation, that hung your people, that fed your people, these people fed your kids to alligators. These people came into your crib and took your wife anytime they wanted to and brought her back at any time. These the same people back on earth. The same people. If you understand how how regeneration, reincarnation work, you understand that these the same people back on earth. You know, same people back on earth that had you in slavery. They back on earth again with the same spirit. They're just in a different flesh, but they're the same. They got the same spirit. So you gotta understand that there ain't nothing good in them, bro. You can't change these people, bro. Let me get Psalms. Let me get Psalms. Hey, I can't even feel my fingers. I got Psalm 106, all praises. It came straight up. I got Psalm 106 and 34 through 42. Let's check this out. They did not destroy the nations concerning whom the Lord commanded them. Hold on, let me go back. I'm gonna go up. Who I want at? I want. Dang, I'm gonna get. Well, I want to start it because this good right here. I'm gonna start with 20. Thus they changed their glory into the similitude of an ox that eateth grass. They forgot God, their Savior, which had done great things in Egypt, wondrous works in the land of Ham. Wondrous works in the land of Ham, and terrible things by the Red Sea. Therefore he said that he would destroy them. Had not Moses his chosen stood before him in the breach to turn away his wrath, lest he should destroy them? Yea, they despised the pleasant land. They believed not his word, but murmured in their tents, and hearkened not unto the voice of the Lord. Therefore he lifted up his hand against them, to overthrow them in the wilderness, to overthrow their seed also among the nations, and to scatter them in the lands. They joined themselves also unto Balfour, and ate the sacrifice of the dead. Thus they destroyed him Thus they provoked him to anger with their inventions, and to plague break upon them. Then stood up Phinehas and executed judgment, and so the plagues were stayed, and that was counted unto him for righteousness unto all generations for even more. They angered him also at the waters of strife, so that it went ill with Moses for their sakes, because they provoked his spirit, so that he spake unavowedly with his lips. They did not destroy the nations concerning the Lord commanded them, but were mingled among the heathen and learned their works. So they were supposed to destroy the nations. And the Most High told them to. How the Most High... It just said they did not destroy the nations concerning whom the Lord commanded them. So the Most High commanded them to go out there and kill these nations that you want to be with, that you want to have babies with. The Most High is killing them. But were mingled among the heathen and learned their works. So we were mingled among the heathens. We learned their works. That's why you're not supposed to be with these heathens. You have some jakes in the world. These other nations are softening them up. I witnessed this live with my own two eyes. I be witnessing this. You know a Jake that used to be, you know what I'm saying? He a big strong Jake. You know, he used to be tough. He get with a white woman. They soften him up. He get softened up, bro. You don't look at him the same way the white woman. You don't look at him the same. You can't. You can't look at him the same. You know they cause they follow. They get with their customs. They want to follow these other nations' customs. So that what you know they start hanging with her that white woman dad, they uncle. You know they already weak. They already a weak people. So you get the brother hanging around them. Then he get accustomed to that. He end up getting weak. Cause he with them, he around that environment. You know, I seen this video, how to weaken the white man. How to weaken the black man. I seen this video. They were like, I think it was how to weaken the black people. Cause you know, I ain't seen it in a while. It said, this how they did it. It was like, they'll get the black person that everybody in the hood look up to. Everybody in the hood, that black person that's successful, that these black people look up to. They'll get him out his hood, and they'll get him in there with them, and make him seem like he up there with them. And then when they break him down and soften him up, they'll send him back to the hood. They'll kick him out from with them and send him back to the hood. But the hood don't want to accept him no more. They don't want to accept him no more because he turned on them and went with those people. And they softened him up. He not the same no more. So he not being accepted by these white people, the other nations, and he not being accepted by his people because he turned on his people. So that's real. That's why the Most High don't want you to be around these other nations, bro. Cause you're not made to be around them. And they say, but were mingled among the heathen and learned their works, and they served their idols which were a snare to them. Yet they sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto devils. So these other nations got our people to sacrifice our people. These other nations, I gotta slow down, get kind of cold. I'm trying to rush it, but I gotta relax. These other nations got our people to sacrifice our kids to their God, which are Molech. Cause you didn't know they still doing sacrifices right now. Up in Hollywood, these elites, they still do children sacrifices. Why you think all these kids go missing? All these kids going missing? You think they just going missing out of nowhere? No, they kidnapping these kids. It's all with the government. They kidnapping these kids and send them to Molech. They sacrifice their kids, eat, drinking the blood, all type of stuff. You need to get into that if you didn't know. You need to do your research. It's real, bro. They did that back in the Bible. Like I said, nothing new under the sun. Alright, they got our people to sacrifice our kids to their guys. And they still doing it now. Yet they sacrifice their sons and their daughters unto devils, and shed innocent blood, even the blood of their sons and of their daughters, whom they sacrificed unto the idols of Canaan. And the land was polluted with blood. Thus were they defiled with their own works, and went a whoring with their own inventions. Therefore was the wrath of the Lord kindled against his people, insomuch that he abhorred his own inheritance, and he gave them into the hand of the heathen, and they had hatred. Hold up. And it said, listen now, check this out. And he gave them into the hand of the heathen, and they that hated them ruled over them. Their enemies also oppressed them, and they were brought into subjection unto their hands. So we started worshiping these other nations' God. We started mingling with the other nations. And the Most High got upset with that. So he allowed us to fall into their hands. They hated us. They started oppressing us. How they love us, they want to be with us, and then they start oppressing us. Because it's lust. It's not love. It's lust. All this is lust, bro. They lusting after you. They like how you look. They lust after what you can do. They know there's something special about you. They might not know that you God chosen people, brothers and sisters, but they know it's something special about you, bro. They know that you the salt of the earth. They know that people can't do what you do, bro. They like your spirit. They like your soul. It's lust. But ain't no love into that, bro. Y'all don't have nothing in common. You can't love the other nations, bro. Y'all have nothing in common. Y'all don't even like the same music, bro. Y'all can't listen to the same music. You wanna go out. You wanna go out. Just say you with a heathen woman. You wanna go out to eat, or y'all going out to a dance. You know, I'm talking about like a fancy dance. I ain't talking about no club dance. A fancy dance when people get dressed up. You know what I'm saying? You know how Drake be, how Jake and Eve be. They want to get dressed. You know, Drake put the gold in his mouth, the earrings. You had the watch, the gold. You know how Eve like to be. Eve with the earrings. You know, they like wearing the lipstick. You know, however she got the braids in, however she want to be with the woolly hair, however Eve want to look. You know, nobody can't dress with y'all, bro. You get with these other nations. You know what I'm saying? I'm clean. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to go out. I'm looking at the Edomite. I'm looking at her. You know, her hair all messed up. Her clothes need to be ironed. She can't drip like me, bro. She can't match my drip. But when you get with a woman within your nation, a so-called black Hispanic, we got the sauce, bro. We go out, but people gonna be like, woo, woo. Everybody start clapping when you walk in with when you with your when you with that black or Hispanic woman or man, vice versa. But when you with the other nation, they can't match. Imagine you going, you with a Chinese woman, you going out, you want to dress up nice. She not gonna be able to match your drip, bro. She's just gonna be there. She's just gonna be here. You gonna be dripped out clean, you know, recording yourself. You know what I'm saying? She's just gonna be here like this, looking at you. That's all. That's all, bro. And they can't. No, it's nothing, bro. Nothing in common with the other nations. So therefore, that's lust. That's not love. You feel what I'm saying? So I just broke down some scriptures going into the Most High against interracial marriage. So if you in interracial marriage, you can still leave him and repent. Vice versa, if you a female, you with a dude of another nation, you can still repent and leave him because you're not supposed to be with him. You know, you got to understand that it's an agenda getting pushed. Everything is an agenda to keep you down, to weaken you. Cause you gotta understand when you with that so-called white man sisters, it's weakening. You know, you think you strong with him, but no, you with the weakest race. you with the weakest race. They know they're the weakest race. White people are the weakest race, and that's facts. They're the weakest race. Everybody know that. You ain't gotta. It ain't no rocket science to know who the weaker race is and who the stronger race is. You don't have to. Just look at the people. You can look at them every day. Look at them. I look at them all the time and be like, damn. Are these people really ruling over my people? Are these people really ruling over my people? Just looking at them every day. Just looking at them every single day. Are these Chinese people really ruling over our people? These Arab really ruling over my people? Like, just looking at these other nations, they got nothing on us, bro. So why, you being a chosen seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, why would you go and get with these other nations? They are not chosen. They are servants. They don't make sense. You know, so get out of the interracial marriage, man. It's against the Most High, and the Most High not with that. And when he come back and you in the interracial marriage, you gonna be destroyed. He not with that. You have to think too. Race war is gonna happen. Let me get this real quick. Race war is gonna happen, and you gonna have to choose a side. I could already tell you, your heathen husband, or heathen wife, they gonna go with their people. They're not finna go on your people. They're not finna be with you when race wars kick off, bro. When it get really extreme, when guns start getting pulled on, people start dying. It's gonna get real. He not gonna be with you. I'm gonna get this prophecy that race wars are indeed gonna kick off, and you gonna have to choose a side. You have to choose a side. Whose side you gonna be on? You gonna